Hey everybody, this is Robert Lindsay again here at JTech. We're going to show you how to run voltage drops on an electrical circuit. In this case, we're going to use the low beams. So follow me, we're going to show you the back of the low beam. Now for larger commercial vehicles, high beams and low beams are actually in the same bulb, just using two different filaments in the bulb. So now we have to figure out which one of these is the low beam. Well, we'll try that out real quick. Pull out my handy dandy tools here. Boom. Little nail right there. You're going to slide that under the seal to where it's touching, well, conductive material. That's our multimeter. Our ground is grounded. Make sure to ground your crap, or you won't get anything. Switch the multimeter to volts. Get off of millivolts, of course. And now we're going to connect the multimeter. Alright, so multimeter is now connected. Now we're not getting anything. The truck is on, but I've not put any power into the lights. So we're going to go ahead and switch these lights on. Alright, the lights are on. 11.9. That's how much voltage this light is consuming. So we need to, now these are 12 volt battery, which have just been tested, and they're exactly 12 volts that it's putting out. So we need to consume exactly 12 volts. So 11.9, you have 1 to 2 volts left over. Well, it's not 11.8, so we have 2 volts left over we need to use up before that goes back to the battery. So we have to test how much voltage it's putting out. In other words, a voltage drop. We'll remove that real quick. The white wire in the middle is the common, because I've already tested the resistance on these. The blue wire on the right is actually the power for the high beams. So we're going to remove our ground, because we don't need that anymore. And we're going to go ahead and attach a long wire to the positive terminal of this battery. Boom, batteries. Positive terminal. Put that baby on there. And we'll run this poor hapless wire all the way over here. And connect these babies together. Boom. Make sure that rubber sheath is all the way on there. You touch anything metal with that and we're going to have issues. Alright, so we're connected. Now we're going to reach our other hapless wire all the way over here and see how much is used. Change the range so we can get a better idea of what is actually being used. 2.90. Okay. So right there is already 2 volts used. So there's roughly going to be 1 to 2 more volts that needs to be used. So now we need to attach to the common. Why would we do that? Well, we need to see how much is being used up on the way back. This is a perfect way to diagnose things like, and then not limited to, if you have one headlight that is not as bright as the others. Usually this is because of a voltage issue. This is something down, because it just comes down to a simple too many volts are being used before it gets there. Or there's some form of, resistance in between that particular filament and the other one. And so it just comes down to testing this to make sure everything is okay. So right now I'm plugging into the common, plugged in. And there's the other 2 volts. 2.63. Roughly all of that being used from the 11.9, which actually settled down to 11.6, all the way to 4, overall 4, another 4 being used. That's 12 volts. That's everything that needs to be used. Now we just unplug everything, starting with this end of the wire down here. Make sure to always clean up after yourself. Plug that over there. Oh. Turn off these headlights. We'll go ahead and turn off the truck. We don't need that on anymore. Unplug this lead, because we don't need that anymore here. And that is how you test voltage drop. You just need to make sure that there's a consistent amount of voltage being used all the way through. It has to equal out to what's being put out. You can't have too much voltage going back to the battery. And you can't have not enough going between the lights. And always make sure you don't short anything. You'll blow a fuse, and that'll create a whole other host of issues. Because once one fuse goes out, lots of different things start to go out. Thank you for your time. Remember, everybody, stay safe.